joined Dundee in '97 under John McCormack. There was quite a big change that summer.
Yep, definitely. I think Dundee tried to sign me on the transfer deadline day. Unfortunately, Clydebank wouldn't sell me at that point, and I woke up the next morning with Eddie Annan signing. So I thought that was maybe the deal scuppered, but no, they came back in the summer, came back on holiday for Portugal. I can remember it vividly. 5 messages for Cowboy thinking I was dodging him, and eventually he came down for Inveraray and signed me at the Porter Cabins at the West of Scotland Rugby Club.
And there was a change, a managerial change which raised a few eyebrows at the time, I remember. What was the thoughts of the kind of players at that time?
Well, the players thought it was a bit harsh, to be fair, if we're being 100% honest, and a major part of that First Division title goes down to Cowboy and the players he signed, the work he put in it, and as I say, Jockey came in and finished the job off. So the most important thing was to go up. Unfortunately, in the football game, management is a precarious business, and it proved to be the case that season.
And we won the title in the end. What are your memories of Wraith and the game at Hare again?
It was fantastic, because obviously I think it was Eddie that scored the goal at Wraith to win 1-0. Was it 1 each?
Drew 1-0. Gaffer
Paul
Hartley scored for Wraith, yeah.
And as I say, it was a great moment in my career. It was my first time. Dundee were my first real professional club, as I call it. Clydebank were part time most of the time, and when I moved to Dundee, it was just a real eye opener, and to win the First Division title in your first season was fantastic. Great memories, and as I say, the day with Ayr United game where I'm sure did I score a penalty, miss a penalty?
I missed one, yeah.
And then it was John Robertson that went in goals, and I ended up playing with John at Ayr, and he reminded me of daily. So, but it was a great day. I always remember. I've got loads of pictures of that day, and beating top of people's shoulders with stupid hats on, and it was just a great occasion, and one I'll cherish.
And the next season, first season in the Premier League, your first goal, it's going to be the first modern moment inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I remember the week previous, I'm sure we played Celtic at Celtic Park, and I had been out injured. I'd kicked, and I'm not sure about, I thought it was Maurice Malpass, his foot, and I ended up with a bruised foot. And at Celtic Park, I knew the derby was coming up and it wasn't going away. And I took a jag at Celtic Park from Phyllis, the doctor at the time, to make sure that I was going to be fit for the following week, and obviously came on off the bench, and the rest is history.
How many times have you watched it since?
Well, I know there's a right few hits on it in YouTube, and probably most of them are mine, but it's the one that I was just saying there. I work within the schools of football with SFA now, and the kids don't remember you playing, but they'll go away and Google you, and that is a goal that they come back talking about. And it's one that, as I say, it's, you know, as soon as you hit it, it's going to be good. And I'm sure Alan Combe, as I say, nearly got near it on the way out. So it was a great one, a great enjoyable moment. The only downside, I'm sure the referee that night asked us not to go anywhere near the fans if we scored a goal. So you see me run, celebrate, and then I remember and I have to stop at the touch the line, the byline, before I go anywhere. But it was magnificent.
And you had another derby goal later in the season as well, another great day.
Yep, again, I had different goalie this time. Obviously, Comer got dropped after that one, and Seed Dijkstra, I think it was, went in, and I've managed to nutmeg him. He came charging out and nutmegged him, and just put enough pace on it so he could just dangle the carrot for him, so he was like a drunk man chasing a balloon in the way back trying to catch it. But fortunately for me and Dundee, it went in. And
the following season, one of your probably best memories will be the derby towards the end, another game against United when you scored and Willie Faulkner scored twice.
Yeah, again, any goals in the derby are just in the memory banks, the ones you remember and you enjoy the most. And I know there was a dark side when unfortunately I didn't have any other options and ended up across the road. For that, forgive me Derry, for I have sinned. But I knew within 3 weeks it was a wrong decision. Well, I knew before then it was a wrong decision, and as I say, I think I vowed to myself more times than not that the fact that I'm a Dundee man and not anywhere near that other side of the city.